guys, welcome back to Camille's Corner. So, y'all, I wanted to talk about this drama going on with Cardi B and her photo shoot for her Reebok collection because it's causing a lot of backlash for her right now. And I have opinions about it. So, Cardi B launched a new sneaker collection with Reebok, and she's been doing a bunch of promotional photos to advertise it. But one of those photos, it has her getting dragged right now, and she's being accused of disrespecting Hinduism. And let me tell you, okay, when I first saw this photo, I knew it was coming. Okay, I slapped my forehead and I was like, oh my God, who came up with this idea? Y'all, I literally turned to my boyfriend and I said, you know, she's about to get dragged, right? Because, y'all, Hinduism is a major religion where I'm from. We have a majorly African and Indian population in Trinidad, and it is a multicultural, multi-religious society. So we have a huge Hindu population, and we celebrate Hindu religious holidays here. A lot of my friends are Hindu. It is a major aspect of life in Trinidad. So I'm very familiar with their religious beliefs. Even though I don't share those beliefs, I'm very familiar with it. So when I saw this, I immediately connected it to Hinduism and I thought, this ain't it, okay? Because if it's one thing you don't do, is to use people's religious beliefs as a marketing tool. So the photo she posted, it basically mimics the Hindu goddess Ma Durga, and her main characteristic is having multiple arms, okay? And they did a photo of Cardi B with multiple arms holding a shoe, and this was the photo that they used on the front cover of a publication called Footwear News. So Footwear News actually posted the image and they said Cardi B was paying homage to the goddess. And when I saw it, y'all, I was like, no, Cardi, like this ain't it, okay? People don't play about their religions. And this is not the thing to pay homage about, at least not in this way, okay? Because it's like you're monetizing and profiting off somebody's religion. So needless to say, Cardi B was trending on Twitter in India, and a lot of people were dragging her, saying that she disrespected the religion. So check out some of these comments. Cardi B later apologized and she said, you know, she just saw it as paying homage, but she understood that that's not how people who belong to the Hindu religion would see it. So check out what she said.
Anyways, so you know, I'm seeing that on Twitter. My fans are hitting me up like, Cardi, you're getting dragged on social media, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck I did now? What I did now, because I haven't even been talking, I haven't gotten on live, I haven't even been active like that. I just been really away from the world, and I see that I'm getting dragged due to my my cover. No, no. What's she doing? Stop giving. No. Anyways, for the culture, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going crazy. Anyways, and then I'm getting dragged because people are saying that I disrespected a goddess, a Hindu goddess, and everything, and that I'm culture appropriating, and people are just dragging me and everything. And you know, when I got to the photo shoot, people gave me instruction of what I'm doing. They're telling me that I'm gonna represent a goddess that is like a very feminist goddess, a very strong goddess, a goddess that is about liberation, that is about women, that is about freedom, and I'm like, oh, all right, that's pretty dope. I like that. I love that. Like, that's the type of person that I am. I love liberation. I love freedom. I love strength. And now people are dragging me to it like, oh, you comparing yourself to this goddess, oh, you're culture appropriating. And I just want to say I apologize. That's not my intent. That's not my intent to disrespect nobody culture, nobody religion. I don't like when people disrespect my religion. Sometimes when people dress as Virgin, I'm a Catholic, so sometimes when people dress as Virgin Mary or Jesus, or when I see movies of Jesus and everything, as long as people doing it beautifully and respectfully, or paying like homage to it, I don't get offended. I guess the creative team wanted me to pay homage to the goddess, but if people don't take it as homage and people take it as offensiveness. I cannot tell people what not to take offensive. So, you know, like, it's like I do respect your opinion and I do respect your feelings. So I apologize for it. I do gotta do my research. I'm sorry, guys. I think people want us to know every word or every religion or everything, and sometimes we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's good to learn. So I won't do it again, and I'm glad that you guys gave me a lesson. So I won't do it again. But while y'all teaching me a lesson and while y'all telling me not to do, don't disrespect me neither. Don't call me a bitch. Don't call me a whore. Don't call me a slut. Don't say that I'm a terrible person. I'm not a terrible person. I'm not an evil person. I'm not out here doing evil things. I'm not out here doing things on purpose. I'm not out here being disrespectful. I'm not out here fucking... I'm sorry. I don't like cursing around this girl. I don't have evil thoughts in my head. So stop calling me a terrible person because I did a mistake that I could simply apologize for and simply do my research on it. You don't gotta judge me, drag me through the mud. I'm seeing a lot of people calling me nigga girl. Like, what? What? Y'all like, that's not how you educate people. But anyways, like I said, I apologize and I'm sorry. And you don't gotta slut shame me or drag me. You could teach me a lesson. You could teach me more, because the past 30 minutes as I'm looking at comments and everything, I'm actually learning more about the goddess that I actually learned in the photo shoot. Like the photo shoot, they just briefly told me what it is for 15 seconds. Now I'm reading and I'm going through it and it's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend nobody. But while y'all teaching things, y'all don't gotta drag people. Y'all could teach people about their shit. You know what I'm saying? About your stuff, about your religion, about your culture. And yeah, guys, have a good night.
Okay, so opinion time. Listen, y'all, I don't blame Cardi B alone for this concept, okay? Because I don't think she would have come up with this on her own. I think her team or whoever, they would have come up with this together and they signed off on it and they all thought it was a good idea. And, you know, this is why it's important to be inclusive and diverse and just have people from different backgrounds and races and stuff on your team. Because I'm like, not one person on her team realized that this was a bad idea, like nobody. Now, mind you, I don't think this was done maliciously or deliberately to insult anybody's religion, okay? I just think they thought it looked like a cool concept, but having a more diverse team may have stopped this from happening. And although she said, you know, she needs to do more research on things like these, I don't think this is just a research problem. It's a sensitivity problem. Because you don't need research to tell you that using an aspect of somebody's religion for marketing sneakers is not a good idea. So it was a poor decision, period. And it's not the first time that we've seen something like this happen. Y'all, just recently, Rihanna used an Islamic scripture in a song for her Fenty fashion show. And when I saw that, I knew she was about to get dragged too. Because we also have a huge Muslim population here and they don't play about their religious beliefs. No religion plays about their beliefs, okay? And you know, I grew up in the Christian religion and I would be offended if I saw somebody dressed like Jesus to sell a pair of shoes, okay? It's just offensive. Hell, you know, when Kanye West started calling himself Yeezus and then he used that name to brand his shoes Yeezys, I was offended by that because he's literally using the Christian religion as a brand to sell music and shoes, and that's offensive. And I mean, y'all, could you imagine if somebody took a photo like nailed to a cross holding a pair of shoes and that's how they're trying to advertise their shoes? That would be outrageous, right? So I totally get why people who practice Hinduism are outraged about this. But, you know, I don't think Rihanna used, you know, that Islamic scripture maliciously. I think maybe it was ignorant, but it wasn't malicious. In her head, she probably thought, you know, she was being inclusive by incorporating Islamic aspects in her show because Rihanna is all about inclusion. But that's not how Islamic people saw it. They don't want their beliefs being used as a marketing tool, and I don't blame them. So Rihanna ended up apologizing for that incident. And, you know, I think this situation with Cardi B is very similar. But I don't agree with the calls to cancel her, okay? People try to cancel Cardi B every other week, so she will be fine. But, I think it's pointless. And I think, this should have been used as a teachable moment to educate her on why it was offensive to the religion. Because, Cardi B comes from a culture that probably doesn't know much about Hinduism. And this was an opportunity to educate her about it. And, I appreciate that she acknowledged the criticism, she apologized, and she removed the photo from her page. It was a poor decision, but she made the steps to rectify it. And, it's funny because the same people who are calling for her to be cancelled because she unintentionally disrespected a religion, they're being hypocrites themselves. Because a major aspect of all religions is the principle of forgiveness. So while they are dragging her for disrespecting a religion, even they are not following their own religious teachings of forgiveness. I would expect people who are so passionate about religion to be passionate about understanding and forgiving people for their mistakes. And it was a simple mistake. Okay, it was an ignorant decision, but to cancel somebody forever because of it, I don't think so. So I think this was an opportunity to sensitize her on the issue of people's religious beliefs rather than, jumping down her throat for something that she most likely didn't even come up with on her own. Okay, and this should be a lesson to other celebrities. Just leave religion out of y'all's activities, okay? Because people generally do not appreciate their religion being used in this way. Whether you think you're paying homage or not, and whether you meant no harm or not, just don't do it, okay? And, it wouldn't hurt to have a more diverse team of people around you. So you have a greater chance at avoiding mistakes like this in the future because somebody on your team will be familiar with stuff like this and they will be able to say, hey, you know what? This is offensive to a particular religion. You might not want to do that, okay? Because the excuse of, I didn't know or I need to do more research is getting old. Because at the end of the day, even if her team came up with this idea, she's the celebrity here. She's the face of her brand, so she will get the blame. So she really does have to be a little more careful, okay? But you guys, let me know what you think about this. Do you think Cardi B should be cancelled over this? Let me know in the comments. Bye guys, and thanks for watching.